Good morning, students. All last class thermal properties of matter. We finished up to problem number 10 in the neat corner. From the 11th problem, we will continue now. Okay. See the 11th problem. What they gave. Black body is at 727 degrees centigrade. It emits energy at the rate which is proportional to energy emitted by it E is equal to sigma T power 4. So E proportional to T power 4. This is 727 in degrees centigrade. Convert that into Kelvin. So 727 plus 273. So this value will be proportional to 1000 power 4. So 11th question, it will be first option. 12th one, you see, 12th one, amount of heat flowing through the rod. What is the formula? dq by dt is equal to Ka T1 minus T2 by L. Formula, this is direct formula. So 12th question, it will be third option. Okay. Next 13 you see. What they are asking. Black body at 227 degrees centigrade emits heat at the rate of 7 calorie per centimeter square per second. At the rate of at the temperature of 727 degrees centigrade, heat emitted will be. So here Q proportional to T power 4. Q1 by Q2 is equal to T1 by T2 power 4. So here 1 is 727. One is 227. So 227 plus 273. 227 plus 273. It will be 500 Kelvin. T2 is equal to 727 plus 273. It will be 1000 Kelvin. So 500 by 1000 power 4, 1 by 16, 1 by 2 power 4. So that value will be 1 by 16. They gave this is 7. This is Q2. 16 sevens are 112 calorie, same unit, per centimeter square second. Okay. So 13, it will be second option. Okay. Next 14, what they are asking, see. Cylindrical metallic rod is in thermal contact with two reservoirs of heat. At its two ends, conduct an amount of heat in the time t. The metallic rod is melted and the material is formed in the rod of half the radius of the original rod. What will be the amount of heat conducted in the new rod? When placed in thermal contacts with the two reservoirs in the time t. Okay. So one rod is there. When the two ends are kept at some temperatures, some amount of heat is flowing. Now this rod is melted and formed another rod, so that new rod radius will be half of the radius of the initial rod. This is new rod. Its radius will be half of its radius. Then what is the amount of heat flowing if the initial heat flowing is Q? Here, when radius decreased, length will changes, but they are not mentioning about the length. So Q is equal to Ka theta 1 minus theta 2 by L. This is Q by T. Now we will eliminate L by multiplying it and dividing with it A. So Ka theta 1 minus theta 2 by L into A by A. I am multiplying and dividing it with A because they are not mentioned about the length. Just they mentioned radius becomes half. So Ka square theta 1 minus theta 2 by volume. Same rod, so K constant, volume remains constant. Temperature difference between the two ends is also same. So Q proportional to A square. Q1 by Q2 is equal to, here A is 4 pi R square, so it will be R power 4. R1 power 4 by R2 power 4. How that is came? Q proportional to 4 pi R square whole square. So Q proportional to R power 4. They gave, this is Q, this will be Q2. This is R, this will be R by 2 power 4. That will be 16. Q2 is equal to Q by 16. So option for this will be second option. 14th question, it will be second option. Next, see the 15. 15 also repeated one. What they are asking, the total radiant energy per unit area normal to the direction of incidence received at a distance capital R from the center of a star of radius R whose outer surface radiates as a black body at a temperature T is. Same, we did this type of problem just as problem number 10. So this value will be, here there is a surface whose radius is R. It is emitting heat energy. This heat energy is incidenting on the another surface of radius R. Then heat received by it per unit area is how much? Heat emitted Q is equal to sigma A value 4 pi R square into temperature T. So sigma 4 pi R square T power 4. Heat received per unit area, sigma into 4 pi R square T power 4 by 4 pi R square. Same heat it will received per unit area will be 4 pi R square. Area is different. So sigma R square T power 4 by capital R square. So answer for this will be first option. 15, it will be first option. Next, 16. What they are asking. A slab of stone of area 0.3 meter square and thickness 0.1 meter is exposed on the lower surface to steam at 100 degrees centigrade. A block of ice at 0 degrees centigrade rests on the upper surface of the block slab. In 1 hour 4.8 kg ice is melted. The thermal conductivity of slab is. Now here one slab is there like this. Okay. Then lower surface here it is kept in at steam. Here some ice block they kept. Because of this heat, in 1 hour time, 4.8 kg of ice is melted. What is the thermal conductivity of this slab? So, amount of ice melted Q is equal to M into L ice. This is K A theta 1 minus theta 2 T by L is equal to M into L ice. They are asking K value is how much? Area value they given it as how much? 0.36 meter square. Temperature difference, melting ice is at 0 degrees centigrade. This steam will be at 100 degrees centigrade. In a time of 1 hour means 3600 seconds. Okay, and length means here thickness they mentioned 0.1. Mass of the ice melted will be 4.8 kg. This is 3.36 into 10 power 5. 4.8, 3.36 into 10 power 5. You do the calculation. Finally, K value we will get it as 1.4. 1.24 joule, watt meter inverse, Kelvin inverse, or joule second inverse. We can write like that also. So 16 it will be first option, or unit, one more unit, joule second inverse, meter inverse, Kelvin inverse. Both are same units. Joule per second will be equal to watt. Okay. Or degree centigrade inverse also. This is temperature difference. They gave this unit, this and this are having the same meaning. So 16 it will be first option. Next 17. What they gave. So radius of the star is capital R. It acts like a black body. What would be the temperature of the star if radiates, in which rate of energy production is Q? Okay. Stephen's law, E is equal to sigma T power 4. E means what? Energy emitted per unit area per unit time is sigma T power 4. Here rate of energy, this one they gave Q by T, they gave as Q in this problem. So this is Q. This is 4 pi r square is equal to sigma T power 4. Temperature they gave T only. T they are asking. Radius they gave capital R square. So what will happen? T power 4 is equal to Q by sigma 4 pi r square. T is equal to q by sigma 4 pi r square whole power 1 by 4. So this will be fourth option. 17, it will be fourth option. Simple questions only you can. 18th, a piece of iron is heated in a flame. First it becomes dull red, later it becomes reddish yellow, finally it turns into white hot. The correct explanation for the above observation is possibly by using Wien's displacement law. Theory question. 18th, it will be third option. Okay. Next. 19. What they give. Certain quantity of water cools from 70 degrees centigrade to 60 degrees centigrade in the first 5 minutes and to 54 degrees centigrade in the next 5 minutes. The temperature of the surroundings is, say, Newton's law of cooling. So, Newton's law of cooling from Newton's law of cooling. Theta 1 minus theta 2 by t is equal to k into theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 minus theta naught. So here what will happen? 70 to 60. In case 1, 70 to 60 it is coming in the time of 5 minutes. K into 70 plus 60 by 2 surrounding temperature we have to calculate. 70 minus 60 means 10. 10 by 5 is 2 is equal to k into average of this will be 65 minus theta naught. Let it be 1. In case 2, it comes to 54 degrees centigrade in the next 5 minutes. So 60 minus 54 by 5 is k into 60 plus 54 by 2 minus theta naught. So this value 6 by 5 will be 1 by 2 k into average of this is 114 by 2 means 57 minus theta naught. Let it be equation 2. Divide this to find the theta naught value. Okay. So 1 by 2 if we do 2 by 1.2 k into 65 minus theta naught by k into 57 minus theta naught 2 into 57 minus theta naught 1.2 into 65 minus theta naught. So 2 into 57 means 114 minus 2 theta. 1.2 into 65. 12 5s are 60. 12 6 are 72, 78 because here point is there, here point. 78 minus 1.2 theta naught. Bring this 2 theta this side, this 78 to this side. 114 minus 78, 2 theta minus 1.2 theta naught. theta naught, this is also. So 0.8 theta naught, 114 minus 78. From 14, 8 it will be 7, this will be 36. Theta naught is equal to 36 by 0.8, 360 by 8. If we calculate, that's value will be 45 degrees centigrade. So surrounding temperature will be 45 degrees centigrade. So 19, it will be first option. Okay. Next, 20. What they are giving is, there are three different stars, P, Q, R. Three stars are there, P, Q, R. Okay. And in P, violet color is having maximum intensity. Different colors are emitting from the star, and Q, green color is having maximum intensity. When R is emitting, red color is having maximum intensity. Okay, then their temperatures are Tp, Tq, Tr. Then what is the relation between the temperatures? So Wien's displacement law is saying lambda wavelength corresponding to maximum intensity and temperature. Their product remains as the constant. So Q proportional to T proportional to 1 by lambda. Lambda is more for red. Lambda more for means its temperature is less. So Wibzier in the order of wavelength. So what will happen? Violet will have less wavelength. Red will have longest wavelength. Remember like this. For danger signals, we will use red color. Why we are using red color for a danger signal means red wavelength is more. Far away red color is there from us. We can view the red color. We can't view the violet color. That's why red color wavelength will be more. In that manner you remember. Wavelength is more means temperature is less. So Tr will be less than T green, less than T. Tr means here Tr greater than Tq, less than Tq, less than Tp. So relation between the temperatures, Tp greater than Tq, greater than, so it is having more wavelength. So its temperature is less. It is having less wavelength, so its temperature is more. Like that, so Tp greater than Tq greater than Tr. So 20, it will be first option. Next, 21. So two ends of a metal rod are maintained at temperatures 100 degrees centigrade and 110 degrees centigrade. Rate of loss of heat in the rod is found to be 4 joule per second. If the ends are maintained at 200 degrees centigrade and 210 degrees centigrade, rate of loss of heat will be, rate of flow of heat will be same only, because Q by T is equal to Ka theta 1 minus theta 2 by L. Here K, A, L all are constants. So Q by T proportional to theta 1 minus theta 2. In the two cases, temperature difference is same. 110 minus 100 will be 10. Second case, 210 minus 200 will be 10 only. So what will happen? First case 4, second case Q, this will be 10, this will be 10. Again Q value we will get it as 4 unit, what they mentioned, joule per second. 4 joule per second. So what will be the option for that 21? It will be third option. Okay. Next 22. Coefficient of thermal conductivities are sigma 1 and sigma 2. They are connected in series. Effective thermal conductivity. Same repeated problem. 22. 2 by sigma s is equal to 1 by sigma 1 plus 1 by sigma 2. N by Ks, N rods are connected. 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2, so on 1 by Kn. Here 2 rods, so N value will be 2. So 2 by sigma s is equal to sigma 2 plus sigma 1 by sigma 1 sigma 2. Sigma s is equal to 2 sigma 1 sigma 2 by sigma 1 plus sigma 2. So it will be 22. It will be second option. Okay. 23. What they are asking. What they are asking is black body is at the temperature 5760 Kelvin. When it is emitting this is one black body. It is at a temperature 5760 Kelvin. When it is emitting light of wavelength 250 nanometer, its energy is U1. When it is emitting light of wavelength 500 nanometer, its energy is U2. When it is emitting light of wavelength 1000 nanometer, its energy is U3. What is the relation between that energies? Here, lambda m into T is equal to constant B. Here lambda m you calculate. Temperature 5760. This B will be Wien's constant. They gave that value as 2.88 into 10 power 6 into nanometer 10 power minus 9. So lambda m is equal to 2.88 into 10 power minus 3 by 5760. So this will be 2000 times. So 1 by 2 into 10 power minus 6, 0.5 into 10 power minus 6, 5 into 10 power minus 7. I will write it as 500 into 10 power minus 9, 500 nanometer. So, at this wavelength, it will emit maximum energy. So, U1, U2, U3, which will be more? U2 will be more. So, if you check the options, U1 is equal to 0, wrong. If you substitute 250 value here, that will not be 0. U3 0, that is also wrong. U1 greater than U2, no. U2 value will be greater than U1 and U3. So among the given options, fourth option will be correct here. That is 23. Next, 24. What they are asking, see. Two identical bodies are made with the materials for which the heat capacity increases with the temperature. One of these is at 100 degrees centigrade, another one is at 0 degrees centigrade. If the two bodies are kept in contact, then assuming no heat loss, final common temperature is. Two bodies are having same masses. One is at 100 degrees centigrade, another is at 0 degrees centigrade. This body is at 100 degrees centigrade. This body is at 0 degrees centigrade. They are having same masses, different specific heats. Then if they are joined together, then what will happen to the final common temperature? Heat lost is equal to heat gain. So M heat lost by MC into 100 minus T. It came to common temperature T. Heat gained is MC2 into, from 0 it temperature increases to T. Temperature difference is T minus 0. MM will cancel. Then 100 minus T by 100 minus T is equal to C1 by C2. But C1 by C2 value will be greater than 1. When it with the temperature, specific heat is increasing. So at 0 degrees centigrade, specific heat is C2. At 100 degrees centigrade, specific heat is C1. So which will be more? C1 value will be greater than C2, since C1 greater than C2, T by 100 minus T greater than 1. T by 100 minus T greater than 1 means definitely T value will be greater than 50. T greater than 100 minus T, 2T greater than 100. So T greater than 50 degrees centigrade. So option for this will be more than 50 degrees centigrade, 24. It will be second option. Next, 25. What they are asking, see. Okay. Body cools from 3T to 2T in 10 minutes. Room temperature is T. Assuming Newton's law of cooling is applicable, the temperature of the body at the end of next 10 seconds is, from Newton's law of cooling, theta 1 minus theta 2 by T is equal to K into theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 minus theta naught. Here temperature falls from 3T to 2T in the time 10 seconds. In case 1, 3T to 2T in the time 10 minutes. K into 3T plus 2T by 2. Surrounding temperature is T. Okay. Then what will happen? T by 10, K into 5T by 2 means 2.5. T minus means 1.5 T. In case 2, temperature came from next 10 minutes, how much temperature? This is 2T minus theta, I am assuming, by 10 is equal to K into 2T plus theta by 2 minus T. So 2T minus theta by 10 is equal to k into 2t plus theta minus 2t by 2. So this value two t minus theta by 10 is equal to k into theta by 2. This will be second option. You divide these two, you can find the value of theta. 1 by 2 t by 10 by 2t minus theta by 10 is equal to k into 1.5t by k into theta by 2. Then calculate. 10 will cancels. T by 2t minus theta. K will cancel. 2 will goes to the numerator. 3t by theta. T will cancel. Theta is equal to 60 minus 3 theta. Then 4 theta is equal to 60. Theta is equal to 1.5t. So 3 by 2t. So what is the option 25? It will be second option. Okay. Next 26. You see, we coming to the last. Just 2-3 problems are there. We'll finish in this class. So 26. Two rods are connected in parallel. So in parallel, Kp is equal to K1 plus K2 plus so on Kn by n. Here 2 na, so K1 plus K2 by 2. Okay. So option for this 26th, it will be fourth option. Simple question only. Next 27. Spherical black body with radius of 12 centimeter emits 450 watt power at 500 Kelvin. Radius is halved and temperature is doubled. Power radiated is same Stefan's law. Energy emitted per unit area per unit time is equal to sigma t power 4. Energy by time will be power. Sigma a t power 4. Sigma 4 pi r square into t power 4. So P1 by P2 is equal to R1 by R2 power whole square T1 by T2 power 4. Here initial power will be 450 watt. P2 how much? Radius, what happened? They mentioned radius is halved. R1 by 2 whole square. And temperature they mentioned is doubled. So T1 by 2T1 power 4. So this value 2 square by 2 power 4. 1 by 2 square is 4. 2 square will remain. P2 is equal to, this will be 1800 watt. Okay. So 27, it will be third option. Clear? Next, 28. Okay. Power radiated by a black body is P and its radiates maximum energy at wavelength lambda naught. If the temperature of the body is now changed so that it radiates maximum energy at the wavelength 3/4 lambda naught, power radiated becomes Np. The value of N is, when wavelength is lambda naught, power radiated is P naught, P. When wavelength becomes 3/4 lambda naught, power becomes Np. What is the value of N? See, Wien's displacement la lambda t is equal to constant. Lambda 1 t1 is equal to lambda 2 t2. Lambda naught into t is equal to 3/4 lambda naught into t2. These two will cancel. t2 is equal to 4t/3. So P proportional to t power 4, P1 by P2 is equal to T1 by T2 power 4. So this is P1 by P by P2 is equal to T by 4t/3 power 4. This is 81, this is 256. Then P2 by P they are asking, no, P2 is equal to 256/81p. They gave P2 is equal to Np. Find the value of N. N is equal to this one. Therefore, N is equal to 256/81. That will be the answer. So 28, first option. Modify the first option, 256, now need to modify, just 256/81. 28, it will be first option. Last question, and 29. What they are asking, see, quantities of heat required to raise the temperature of two solid spheres of radii R1 and R2 through 1 Kelvin are in the ratio. Here two spheres are there. Ratio between that radius R1 is equal to 1.5 R2. Heat required Q is equal to mc dt. Volume into density into C dt. 4/3 pi r cube rho C dt. Here Q1 by Q2 is equal to R1 by R2 whole cube. Here R1 value is 1.5 R2, 1.5 R2 by R2 whole cube, 3/2, this is 27/8. So 29, it will be second option. Okay, with this successfully we completed thermal properties of matter. We'll go to the thermodynamics next from the next video onwards. Today we'll stop now.